friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna continue with a very chill vibe because that's how I'm feeling and it's a rainy day and I haven't done a favorites video in a hot minute. Literally my last favorites video was posted in December and in the video I said I'm gonna start doing this more often, but here we are 7 months later. But we all know that 2020 is weird and time has lost meaning and stuff. Well, anyway, today I'm gonna share with you some of my, I was gonna say recent favorites, but favorites. Some of these things have been my favorite things for months. Some of them are pretty new. Doesn't matter, all of them are favorites. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm gonna start with a couple of things that I'm actually wearing and you can see right now. My first favorite is this top. Sorry, I have to fix the shoulder pads. I found this top at a thrift shop about a week ago and I saw it on a hanger and I thought that is ugly and I need to try it on. And well, I fell in love with it. It's quite loose and big, but I tend to like to tie it on the waist, so it's like quite fitted and nice and cute and goes with all my high-waisted jeans and skirts, and it's just so comfy. Anyway, yeah, this top definitely is a favorite and I know I'm gonna wear it tons of times this summer. If you hear weird like noises, that's my dog. She's sleeping on my bed. Oh my god, she's dreaming. Anyway, back into the video. My next favorite that you can see on me is my lipstick, and it is this lipstick, the most perfect red, and it is a Snow White Disney collection lipstick from ColourPop. Like a couple of years ago, ColourPop and Disney made a Disney premiere collection. In that collection there was this lipstick and then lipsticks for Jasmine, Cinderella, Tiana, Belle, and Ariel. This is Snow White's lipstick. I mean, maybe the red gave that away. This is literally the most perfect matte red that you have ever seen. It's quite creamy, even though it's a matte lipstick, and this stays on all day. Honestly, even for me, it stays on all day. But anyway, let's move on because I've rambled about a lipstick for a very long time at this point. The next thing I want to share with you is this. So this is the Organic Shop Organic Ginger and Cherry Cleansing Face Scrub, and I've been using this since March probably. This is such an amazing cleanser for your face, and even though it's a scrub, it is not harsh at all. The little bits of, I don't know, sand or whatever the bits that scrub your face are in this are really gentle and small. It smells really lovely and it makes my skin feel really clean and lovely, but not super dry. I think my only complaint about this is that the bottle or the tube is quite small. You don't need a lot of the product when you wash your face, and this is a very cheap product. I'm really surprised how this is like €3 here in Finland, but still, I'd rather buy bigger tubes of this if I just could. The next thing is from Lush, and it is the Breath of Fresh Air toner water. I think it was last year when a friend of mine stayed at our house for 2 weeks and I got to see her beauty routine and her like skincare routine, and I felt embarrassed because my skincare routine was just basically there wasn't one. So I got really inspired and started trying different skincare products, and one of my friends had the Lush toner water, and I tried it. It made my skin feel really refreshed and even moisturized by itself. Also, it's a lovely thing to spritz on your face in the morning. I don't know what it is about toner waters, but I like them. I really like them, and I can actually see differences on my skin. I totally thought toner water was like nonsense, but it isn't. My skin likes it. So I decided to buy the Lush one for myself as well. It's in my favorites video, so what else can I say? I really like it. Does this actually have seawater? Wow, it really does! Basically, this is Percy Jackson as a beauty product. And then we move on to the last beauty product, the Planeta Organica Skin Supergood Natural Booty Scrub. Woohoo! I spotted this tub and got it for my friend because she was going through a hard time and she told me that she really liked it. And then when we had a sleepover at her house, she told me to try the sugar scrub, and oh my god, it was so lovely, and it made my legs that I had just shaved feel like baby skin. So I went to the shop and bought myself a tub of it. The scent I got from my friend was bubblegum because she's a huge fan of the pink Christmas product that Lush puts out. Snow Fairy. Oh my god, I almost forgot that name. I'm not a big fan of Snow Fairy, so I wasn't a super big fan of the bubblegum scent. So for myself, I got the citrus one. To be honest, I think this smells more like mango, but basically it smells super lovely. And I love the consistency of this. I don't know, can you see, but this is like kind of like jelly. But yeah, I really like it and it feels amazing after shaving your legs. And the greatest thing is that there is a lot of product in this tub. This is cheap, it's vegan and cruelty free. I love this song. Moving on from beauty products, my next favorite is hanging out right there. So friends, Kevin, my friends. Kevin is my new decor plant. He is real and he is alive. Can you imagine? I've kept him alive for 2 weeks already. Basically about 2 weeks ago, I was feeling really depressed. It was a really difficult week. One day I was just shopping at a big supermarket and I saw him and I was like, you know what? I want a plant. I want a plant friend. And then I bought Kevin and now we're here. This might sound really silly if you don't understand mental illness or mental health problems at all. Sometimes it feels like you don't have a purpose, and then even the tiniest things can make you feel like you have a purpose. So when I feel like I don't have a purpose, I'm just reminding myself that I'm taking care of Kevin and Kevin would die without me, and I love him. Don't we all think that Kevin looks great? My next favorite is probably my biggest favorite in this video, and that is Plumbella on YouTube. If you love Sims and watching people build or play or do challenges on Sims, you're gonna love Jessie. I don't know how I came across Jessie's channel, but when I did, it was a dark hole that I just fell into and now I can't get out. I love her channel, I love her videos, I love her accent, I love her humor, and she's just hilarious. Her videos make me feel so great and it's just so much fun to watch. In just a couple of weeks when I found her, she became one of my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, if you love watching people play Sims or build on Sims or do crazy challenges, Jessie is your gal. Yeah, her channel name is Plumbella. I'm gonna link it down below. And honestly, at this point, I've watched so many of her videos that I think in her accent, and I don't know if that is scary or weird or both, but I'm not complaining. Continuing with the kind of more entertainment favorites, I want to mention 8th Grade. 8th Grade is a very kind of indie, hipster vibed movie about a young girl on 8th grade that is going through the school year. She's making YouTube videos and just navigating through the last year in school before high school. I'm serious when I say that this is probably the best representation of being a teenager in any kind of film that I've ever seen. The actors and actresses were all teenagers, not 20-year-olds, actual teenagers, and they had pimples and imperfections and everything that all of us had. And I loved it. It was so refreshing to watch a movie about being a teenager that actually looked like what being a teenager is, because it is awkward and cringy and confusing and sometimes amazing and sometimes it sucks, but that's what life as a teenager is, and I don't think a lot of movies or TV shows actually show the reality of that. But 8th Grade was a really lovely watch that actually looked like what being a teenager is. I just really enjoyed it, and I think a lot of you would too. My next favorite is a Netflix show called Mindhunter, and this is a show that all of you who love crime shows and shows that have like psychology in it, all of you who love those things, you will love Mindhunter. Literally one of the best Netflix shows that is on Netflix. This show is not like your typical CSI or Law and Order, even though I love Law and Order. This show is about getting into the minds of criminals, more specifically serial killers. It is a fictional show, but it is based on books by a couple of FBI agents who were actually like trying to figure these things out. In the show, we have 2 FBI agents, Holden Ford and Bill Tench, who are FBI agents in the 70s, and that was the time when people started realizing that maybe psychology has something to do with people who commit multiple crimes. And some people didn't even realize that there is these people called serial killers and who actually commit a series of murders. For us, that sounds just insane because we know so much about this whole topic. In the show, Bill Tench and Holden Ford, and later their colleague Wendy, their team starts to look into this, and they start interviewing different serial killers who actually, again, are like played by actors, but who are actually serial killers that you've probably heard of. I know this sounds crazy, but it is so good and so interesting. I love the aesthetic of it. Also, I just love the 70s like fashion and everything. And I mean, Jonathan Groff plays Holden Ford, so really, this show is perfect. I could talk about this show forever, but I'll just end here. Still going strong with the entertainment favorites, my next favorite is this book called Red, White and Royal Blue that I've talked about in a couple of videos. This is a book by Casey McQuiston, and it tells the story of the first son of the United States and the Prince of Wales who fall in love. He's in love. I read this book while in quarantine. One of my friends recommended it to me and I was like, yeah, I guess I'll like it. It looks really good and I like how it sounds, but I didn't expect me to love it so much that I would immediately add it to my favorite books I've ever read list and order a copy of it for myself. But that happened and I'm not complaining because this book is absolutely amazing. But I link the Goodreads page down below where you can read a bit more about it. I can screenshot my review of it here. It is beautiful, it is emotional, it is LGBTQ+, it is just great. It is an amazing story and it will make you feel so much. Take this and go read it. Another thing I've talked about so many times on my channel already and on my Instagram and Twitter, but this is a favorites video and it's been one of my favorite things for months, so I need to mention it, and that is the Lightning Thief musical. I know I'm talking about Percy Jackson again, but this is me, so hello. The Lightning Thief Percy Jackson musical has been one of my favorite things for the past few months. I listen to the songs every day. I follow so many of the actors and actresses and producers. I'm obsessed with it and I talk about it and it's just so good. Of course, I've only listened to the soundtrack on Spotify. Still, by just listening to the soundtrack, it gave me more than some movies ever did. It is a very, very important musical to me, and why am I crying? Yeah, I'll just say that. It is a very important musical to me, and those songs are really important to me, and yeah, Percy Jackson is very important to me. Then I would highly recommend the Lightning Thief musical. It is basically the first book in a musical form. The last favorite I want to include in this video is actually an edible thing, and it is in the fridge downstairs, so just a moment, I'll get it. So yeah, here is my newest food obsession, which is the Alpro Greek style strawberry yogurt. This is trying to imitate like Greek yogurt. Often on hot summer days, I've eaten this instead of ice cream because I like this so much. I say that usually I don't like things that are strawberry flavored, but this I actually really like. But yeah, basically I'm a huge fan of this, and also my mom is a huge fan of this. She realized that dairy is not really good for her stomach, so she has started trying different like non-dairy yogurt products, and that proves that vegan stuff is not just for vegans. Once again, my battery's flashing, so that means I've talked enough, and I've talked about all the things that I wanted to talk about. I really hope you have enjoyed this very chill favorites video. If you have any favorites that you would like to mention, I would love to talk about them down below. I appreciate you all, and I hope you're having a good day and a good start to a new week, and I'll see you very soon again. Bye!